here. We've just started our TikTok account since I live in Dubai now. Okay, so welcome to my live stream, guys. It's really nice to be here. And it's a very, very special month. A lot of energy activity has been happening in the last month. So I'm a life coach. For those of you who don't know me, I've been doing this over 2 decades. I'm going to keep looking from this to this because I have 2 phones to kind of balance right here. So I've been doing energy work for over 2 decades. I started my journey being a tarot card reader, then numerologist, and now I have a team which handles everything. So I barely do consults. Matlab barely do consults, okay? I only mentor people. I do a lot of life coach training. I have all of that happens. I do a lot of videos. So do check out my YouTube channel, Sheila M. Bajaj Official. Do check it out. I have a lot of meditations that I do. I have a lot of healing frequencies that I post on my YouTube channel. So that people who just want to change their life, they can listen to my podcast, they can listen to meditations, healing music while they're sleeping and benefit from that. All right. Okay. So what are we doing today? We're going to talk about energy updates that are connected to the new moon. How many people don't know the efficacy and the magical time that, the new moon is? New moon is a very, very special time because, okay, hold on. I'm just going to take a sip of water. So, new moon is a really, really good time to banish all of the negative things that, that we have. All the negativity that is on us, it's a very good time to banish all of that. Basically, it's a time of releasing. Okay, and after the full moon, the moon starts kind of going down, and that's the time you get rid of all the kachra that you've been holding. All of the negativity that you hold, this is a good time to get rid of it. Okay, so new moon is on, when is new moon? 30th or the 31st? 30th. Okay, new moon is on 30th, and it's a very special day to participate in healing, doing meditation, having a salt bath, all of the above. Okay, find your own way to banish. If you don't have any other way to banish, then you can burn bay leaves along with cloves, along with hing, and put all of the things that you don't want to keep in your life, all of the energies, all of the nazar, all of the psychic attack, and then you kind of you release it into that fire. Okay, so that's what you do on new moon. It's also solar eclipse day, and unlike the Indian tradition where people talk about solar eclipse being a horrible time, it's actually a very positive time. It's a day of manifestation. All right, it's a really, really, really magical day. So people on solar eclipse don't think yare ganda din hai, bura din hai, and it's not good. And solar eclipse, you got to take care of stuff. You don't need to worry about all of that. There are also some planetary transits that are happening. In fact, Saturn goes into Aquarius from tomorrow, which is a very rare event. Okay, and it is a very, very good time for Aries, the moon sign Aries. If you're an Arian moon sign, it's a very good time for you. And for people who are, okay, I don't understand this handwriting. This is Pranjal's handwriting. I don't understand it. So I'm going to skip this and I'm going to ask her to post. I'm going to ask her to put a post later about this whole planetary transit because I don't know what I'm talking about because I don't do astrology. I do numerology, and Pranjal's given me some stuff which I don't understand. Her handwriting looks like jalebi. Okay, so kha lo isko, but samajh mein to nahi aayega. So she says, okay, overall it's a time of sudden change. That's what I'm getting from this jalebi. Okay, it's a time of sudden change. For some signs, Leo, Sagittarius and Capricorn कुछ होने वाला है. क्या होने वाला है मुझे नहीं पता क्योंकि कुछ समझ में नहीं आ रहा है. वो खुद यहाँ पे लिखेगी. She's going to write it here. So let's hope that we know what we're talking about. If you want to get a full analysis, get a astrology session from Pranjal. Otherwise, it's a very good day. Solar eclipse day. Even though new moon, we don't really do readings. It's a very powerful day. that day. Thank you, Aditi. Aditi says, I love you, ma'am. Thank you so much, Aditi, for all that love. Thank you. Yeah, we have like one person on TikTok. Remember the Instagram days where we would be on Facebook and have like 1,500 people, and on Instagram we would have like 12 people? That's what's happening with TikTok right now. So, yeah. So, solar eclipse, that day is great for divine guidance, and it's also a very good day to sow new seeds. Okay, so on this, Janki says, I love you, ma'am. Okay, first of all, you don't call me ma'am. Okay, and you're sitting right here. Janki sitting right here and she says, I love you, ma'am. But I receive it. Receive the love. Okay, just receive it. So, so guys, in today's session, we're going to talk about 3 things. One is new moon. Why is it important? For those of you who have never been on a live stream, I don't go live that often nowadays. I'm not going to do... okay, someone here wants to go live with me. I'm going to have to decline. First of all, I don't understand the TikTok interface. So, sorry about that. Okay. So the new moon is a day of banishing. Don't forget to have a salt bath. Okay. If you're in India, then you can get BMR salt from our online store. It is one of the best salts. Like seriously, it's one of the best salts. I make my own shower gel in Dubai, with all the herbs, the BMR herbs. And it is the most phenomenal thing that one can have a shower with. No matter how yuck you feel, how horrible you feel, after you come out from the shower, you feel like bliss. You feel like Jannat. So BMR is a formula like that. It's actually one of our most popular products. Okay, so have a BMR salt bath, and don't forget to to banish on that day. Okay. Okay, I'm gonna have to do this because a lot of people on my TikTok suddenly want to go live with me. We can do this time pass another day, okay, so that Instagram doesn't feel left out. The new moon is also a Saturday. Thank you, Janki, for that. It's also Saturday. Saturday is a very good day to banish, okay? It's a day of Saturn. That's the day all the potty from your system can get washed out. It's like that Diwali cleaning type of day. It's the day you get rid of all the kachra in your system. So take advantage of these days. Solar eclipse is one day of banishing, manifesting. It's almost like the moon goes through a full cycle, 28-day cycle on that one day. So on that one day, you do banishing, you do manifestation, you sow seeds, you start a new business, you stay positive, you do it all. You put your all into your being on that day. These are special days where you invest in yourself. How many of us take care of our energy body? That's something I tell people as a spiritual coach and as a life coach, because that's the only tag I like to keep now, is that I'm a life coach, spiritual coach, and a mindset coach, right? Because all the energy work is taken care of by my team. So what is important in having the right mindset, right? A lot of people will say, "Arey, ye sab energy work is nothing. It's only your hard work which gets you somewhere." Now, energy work does its job. It's like, it's like the current. When you go with the current, right? Energy work is like that. Planetary energies are like that. It helps you kind of get that tailwind. Numerology is like that. Cleansing your aura is like that. It's like you have the support of all these external things. But if you feel like crap, nothing can help you. You have to make that change in your mindset here. And I tell people, like when you feel low, you just have to pick yourself up. You have to pick yourself up. You have to literally count from 10 until 1. And when you reach 1, you're going to tell yourself, cut, like a scene getting cut in a movie, right? Like the actor is acting. Give yourself that 10 seconds and tell yourself, okay, I'm going to cry, scream. Okay, some people are going to need more than 10 seconds. So you may count from 1,000 until 1. If you need more than 10 seconds to do drama, then please count how many ever numbers you want to. But at the end, when you reach 1, you're going to tell yourself, cut, and then you snap out of it and you pick yourself up and you move forward. That's what we're going to do. Okay. So this new moon, you're going to work on your banishing. It's also it's also solar eclipse day, so that day is phenomenal for getting any kind of healing. You can reach out to my team. They are absolutely amazing. They are available online on tarot.sheila.com, or you can go to sheila.com and it'll take you where you need to go. Okay? And always feel what resonates with you. Look at your reader, look at your coach or your reader's face and see what you feel like. See if you connect with that person. Look at their eyes, and sometimes you just feel like, you know, this person is going to be the one to guide me. Okay? That's what I do. I just kind of see what energy matches mine. Okay, so do we have any life coaching, spiritual, life questions? Life के बारे में any कोई questions है किसी के पास? Does anyone have any questions about anything that you're grappling with? Anything that you're struggling with? I'm going to wait for questions to come in. On Instagram, on TikTok. Okay, so there are lots of people on Instagram. Okay, why is it important to get karma release done? So what is karma? Karma is a consequence of actions that we have made in previous lifetimes. Okay, and in this lifetime as well, there are certain actions that we make consciously and subconsciously which create an energy link. Okay, I'm going to deal with this question. I'm struggling. Someone on TikTok is asking me, I'm struggling with life. I think every day of committing suicide. We're going to talk about this. Hold on to that thought. Don't go anywhere. I'm going to come to that question, okay? Don't go anywhere. Tinkerbell. I'm going to address your question. So, karma is a consequence of all of the repercussions. Every action has a reaction. Every action has a consequence. That's why people do a lot of donation. That's why people do healing. That's why people feed other people. All right. So that's something that karma is something is a kind of energy. You know, you kind of it's a very, very heavy, sticky, mucky energy that we all hold. And usually we come into this life prepared and willing to live out that karma. And a lot of times we don't need that. We've sort of learned enough lessons. We don't need to go through that penance and that struggle. So karma release helps you release that mucky energy. All right. Okay, I'm gonna address this question for Tinkerbell. Are you still here? Please give me a like ping me on TikTok if you're here. I'd like to answer that question. And guys, if you're here, do like the video. I don't know how you do that on TikTok, but do like the video and it'll reach more people. We want more people on this live stream, more people to benefit. Okay, so Tinkerbell says, I'm a single mom, worked very hard to take care of my kids and now they left me nowhere I feel. Okay, the first thing, Tinkerbell, okay, I was also a single parent for many years. And a lot of times mothers give their all to their kids. They just invest their heart, their soul, and everything into their kids. How many moms can relate to that? Parents, you make your kids bigger than you. You make your kids, the center of your world. Never do that. Okay, I'm not saying don't love your kids. I love my kids to bits and pieces. But you also want to kind of have kindness, and you've got to have, your own identity, and you've got to honor yourself. Because at one point you've got to let go, and your kids are going to have a life of their own, much like how you have a life of your own. So you got to remember that, your duty as a parent doesn't extend, like your kids are always going to come to you when they need your help. You're their mom. They're always going to come to you when they need you. That's never going to stop. You gave birth to them, but you don't have to give up your sanity for them. At one point, you've got to say, I'm going to honor their choice and I'm going to let go. And what can you do now to focus on yourself, Tinkerbell? And that's a question that goes out to every mother out here. What can you do to honor yourself? What can you do to take care of yourself? Today, instead of looking at the good and the sacrifice I did, they only talk about my mistakes. And yes, they are going to do that. A lot of kids do that. A lot of kids do that, and that's why you need to focus on yourself. You have to focus on yourself. And somewhere, don't remind them of the sacrifices you made. You did your job and you let it go. Do not talk about the sacrifices you make. Never, push it into them. Just put yourself in that place. We're all children, right? When we kind of shoved it down our parents' throat, when our parents shoved it down our throat, opposite. Okay, that's the heat of Dubai that's making my brains get all sozzled. I need more air conditioning here. Okay, so if our parents shoved it down our throat, this is what I did for you, this is what I did for you, and they kept being the victim and kept reminding us that we owe them, at one point, you as a child are also going to snap. You're going to snap and you're going to say, I didn't ask you to give birth to me. And that's something all children will say. So as a parent, you've got to do what you do because it gives you joy and let go. That expectation from your kids, you already received before you're giving, right? Think about it. You already got all that nurturing and sacrifices and everything. Your parents did that for you, boss. So now you have to do it for your kids. So it's like, you don't remember the time your parents did it for you, but that's probably how your parents feel, right? I don't think that's karmic debt. It's also how we deal with children and how we, how we kind of bring them up in a way that makes them learn the art and the gift of gratitude. Gratitude is one of the most important things that, we need to teach children of today. And how do we teach them gratitude is by demonstrating gratitude. Okay? We all need to demonstrate gratitude in our daily life. Are you thanking the people who work for you? Are you thanking your kids when they show up and be phenomenal? Are you thanking your kids when they make special gestures towards you? When someone makes something for you, when someone does something for you, someone gave you a head massage, did you thank them? Did you appreciate? What did your energy say before your words spoke? Right? Do people truly get the energy of gratitude from you? And if they don't get the energy of gratitude, you haven't given it. I know. Everyone's thinking, hi. Maine to thank you bola. Sometimes you can just say thank you for the heck of it, right? But are you feeling grateful and are you feeling gratitude? That's the question to ask. Do you feel it and are you giving it? So you really have to feel it. It has to come from within. Someone say, thank you. Now Pranjal just got me water. Thank you. I'm just thank you. She's not going to feel it's okay, she's just saying it for the heck of it. When someone makes chai for me, right? You can't imagine the gratitude I feel. I feel like chai. I feel like that. Do you feel like that? Can you connect with the feeling that I feel when I get my chai in the morning? So guys, maybe a take back from this live video is, are you feeling and expressing gratitude? And do people in your life really feel that you're grateful for them? And if they don't feel that, then they're not probably getting that energy from you. So you need to ramp it up, baby. You need to step it up. Okay. Okay, now it feels like Karthik calling Karthik, because there's an account which says Sheila M. Bajaj fan club, and Samir handles that page. I know it is Samir who handles that page because no one else has access to it. And he says mango milkshake and salmon sushi men. कितना branding दिया ना sushi men को in Bangalore. Nice. मुझे free में sushi मिलना चाहिए. Because I'm branding sushi man. Okay. Does anyone have any questions, guys? Do you have any questions? Life questions? Tinkerbell, I hope this helped you in some way. I hope this contributed to you in some way. I'm hoping that there was some brainwave you got from it. Honor yourself. Focus on yourself. Love yourself. invest in yourself, do something to follow your happy, do something to follow your heart. You deserve it. Okay. Does anyone have any questions, life related questions? Someone has an angry face here. I don't know why you're angry with me. अगर आप मेरे से गुस्सा हो तो आप ये live video छोड़ दीजिए. Okay. You don't have to stay tuned to the live video. You know that, right? You have a choice. You can just skip it. Like say, bye. Okay, a lot of them about self-love. So self-love and being selfish. Isn't there a thin line between the two? How do you differentiate the two? What's wrong with being selfish? You know what? I think this reality really manipulates us. I think it's a conspiracy thing. I think a lot of times what our elders have taught us and the things that are said are like a pure manipulation, right? So that you're not selfish. You don't honor yourself. You have to be the Sati Savitri. You have to be the sacrificing person. And then you keep giving and doing and doing. And guess what? The person who made that rule is the one who's receiving and saying you're such a good person because you are so selfless. And it is such a good thing to be selfless. It is bakwas. Okay? Bakwas. Being selfless is really bakwas because you got to love yourself first and you got to fill your cup first. And there's just a judgment about this word selfish. It is about self-love. Now, I'm not like, if you really ask me the definition of selfish, like in my world where two of them have a distinct, difference is when you are selfless, you don't think about yourself and you think about the other person more than you think about yourself. That's being selfless. Selfless, like no self. Okay. Selfish is when you are only thinking of yourself and you're probably thinking about harming the other person. Like the other person is not gaining or not contributed enough, right? Like let's say you're kind of taking money from someone and you're like cheating them. I think like that's my definition of selfish. I don't know why it has the word fish in it, because fish is good. Maybe because it stinks. Maybe that's why it's called selfish, because it's smelly. I don't know. Why is it called selfish? So what if there was a term where you loved yourself and the other person and it is sell both, like something like that. Okay, bad humor. If I would have told this joke on radio, I would have got a free ticket to a Russell Peters show. Bad. Okay, so there is a fine line because when you're selfish, or my definition of selfish, Shaila, is that you think about the harm of the other person and only your good. I think it's possible to have both in mind. I think it's possible to think about we instead of only me. Yeah. And a lot of times it's important to do something only if it gives you joy. Because if it doesn't give you joy and you're doing it as a sacrifice, you're going to catch that person later, kick the crap out of them, and then tell them, I did this for you and you did not do this for me, and how ungrateful are you? It's because you had an ultimate agenda to get some praise and to get some garland and to get some stars and to get some good karma and all that bakwas. It doesn't work, okay? It really doesn't work. The sacrifice, compromise, I am dead against it. Honor yourself. I think that's more important. Okay, let's see if we have any other questions a little earlier. Samir says, thank you, Sheila and Bajaj, for keeping me empowered through healing sessions by your team in 2020, 21, 22. You're most welcome. Let's see if I have any questions. Guys, do you have any life questions? Anything about your life journey? I have a financial block in my life. At times there's money coming, but then if it stops, it's blocked for months. Pranoy. Okay, Pranoy, if you're still on this live stream, because a lot of people come in and go out. If you're still on this live stream, get a tarot card reading. Okay, you can connect with any one of my team members. tarot.sheila.com. That's where you need to go. Okay, get a full session get like a justified session, like you spending half an hour or 45 minutes for yourself, where you can ask all your queries about your finances and why is it blocked, the root cause of why it's blocked. There's always a reason. Okay, it could be poverty consciousness. If that's the case, do a class with me on prosperity consciousness and poverty consciousness. That's something that will completely change the game for you. But find the root cause first. Okay, so Samir also says waiting for out of the box parenting season 2 on public. Sure, Shian and myself are going to do season 2. I'm very excited to do that. He's also agreed. He is agreed. So that's a big win. We're going to do that very, very soon, guys.
Can you block this me_Sharvi?
Where?
On Insta.
I can't even see. Okay, wait. Some people just do time pass. They don't want to be here, but they think I'm forcing them to be here. She should just leave on her own, no? Whoever this is. Okay, we'll just block them so that we make it easy for them. We make life easy for everyone. Okay? And if you're not operating from question, it could be about a money limitation, how to deal with a certain situation, you feel demotivated about something. I'm looking for a job change even after giving several interviews. I'm not able to crack it. Get a reading done, Lalina. A reading will give you guidance, help you on that crossroad, and you will be able to get clarity as to what the block is and what you need in order for it to kind of crack. Okay? How to tackle controlling parents, being a divorcee and dependent on parents. Oh my God. Okay, I was a single parent for many years, and it is tough because you're dependent on your parents and your parents are controlling. My parents were not controlling. My mom can be difficult but not controlling. Okay, let's assume she's not going to listen to this. Okay, she was not controlling. She was just very difficult. Like, she was hard work. Okay. It's not easy, but I think your financial independence is what you need. The reason that you're still dependent on them is because you're financially not as independent. And please remember, it's very important for you and your child to be in an environment which is nurturing you, which is contributive to you. By being in that environment and just being there because you think your child needs that support, not contributive. You need to have plan B. And sometimes when you have that safety net to fall back on, when you have financial freedom, let's say you have an apartment ready, you go live there sometime, your parents will know that they can't be as controlling as they'd like to be. It's the hard reality. You just got to, that's why it's called parenting. It's not called childrenting. Because it's about managing parents, right? I don't know how my kids manage me. I really don't know. But it's going good. Touch wood, okay? I'm going to touch paper because it's also wood. So it's really important to kind of assert yourself, honor yourself, draw your boundaries, even with parents, even with people who love you, people who control you. You do not allow anyone to control you, even if it's even if you have a loving relationship with them. So you've got to have boundaries, and you've got to honor yourself. Have a plan B, have a safety net. They will stop controlling you because they know that you have a choice. They control you because you don't have a choice. When you have a choice, they will stop controlling you. Does that make sense? I forgot who asked me that question. Does that make sense? Okay, next question is Rani Shwarya. My business is not doing great even after several attempts. Please suggest. Okay. To all the people who are struggling in their career, stuck on crossroads, having some kind of kitch, pitch, and it makes no logical sense to you. Okay. 2 and 2 doesn't add to 4. That's when you get spiritual help from my Band Baja Bharat of readers, healers. They'll do numerology, they'll do tarot, they'll do healing. They will do jhad phook for you, whatever they need to do to get all the potty energy out of your life. Okay. So consult any one of them. Go to tarot.sheila.com and consult whoever you feel you get a vibe from. Okay. Ayushi Shah says, Janki's career readings are awesome. Yes, Janki is a phenomenal tarot card reader. I'm not saying it just because she's sitting here. She is phenomenal. A lot of times, even family will connect with me and say, Sheila, do a reading for me. And I'll be like, consult Janki, because I know what she operates from when she does readings. Her readings are out of this world. No two readings of hers are the same. You know, it's almost like, I don't know where she goes when she's doing reading. Like, she's just gone into a different dimension, you know. So her readings are Asman 4K type. So get a tarot card reading from Janki. Thank you, Ayushi, for that lovely comment. It makes it a lot of difference to people who are thinking and who are probably standing on the wall thinking, "Arey, reading karu, nahi karu, pata nahi log, matlab whether this person can really help me." Get a tarot card reading. It really helps. Okay. Okay. Ma'am, without changing name anywhere and just writing 108 times, buying the suggest product, will it be effective? Okay. It's like saying I put makeup, okay? And when I go live, I don't show that face, the makeup wala face. Like I have that something. I don't know, what do it's like, okay, my DP on Instagram, okay? Let's say I've gone bald. Okay, no, I don't want to manifest that. Sorry. I'm already losing a lot of hair. I'm not manifesting that. Sorry. Okay, think like live video pay.
Losing weight.
Okay, I'm losing weight. Okay, I'm becoming slimmer. And let's say I put one of my Golu pictures on Instagram. People are going to think I'm Golu, right? But now I'm slim. In reality. So you should put your slim picture. That's the numerology one. Numerology is your slim self. And your not numerology name or your kitch name is your Golu self. Like, does that make sense, guys? You want people to get the vibe that you're radiating. So, I'm not saying that Golu is bad. I am Golu right now. And I'm manifesting being slim because that's what I want for my body. Okay? I'm talking about myself, guys. Okay? I'm talking about myself. Okay. Sonia says Pranjal is amazing in astrology. She is mind-blowing in astrology. Every person in my team has their specialty, and for Pranjal, it's her astrology sessions. She is phenomenal at it. Whenever someone asks me, I want to get a tarot card reading, then I recommend a few names. When someone says I want astrology, close your eyes and consult Pranjal. She's amazing. She's told me a lot of stuff, and she keeps updating me about like new stuff. She's always in touch. She's always updating, upgrading. So, okay. Let's have some more live questions. I'm loving the questions that are coming in. I'm loving the questions that are coming in. Come on, guys. So, did you get the reason why you need to do this? Like, why you need to have your name updated everywhere? Because it's important to send the vibe to people that you're now. Okay, your upgraded vibe. Aditi says, I'm the Goluest right now. Thankfully, I'm not my Goluest self right now because I stopped eating gluten and I stopped having milk, and that made a huge difference. I am in my mid-Golu phase right now. Like somewhere in between Goluest and Golu. I think, I'm in the middle of my Goluest self and Golu. So mid Golu, that's where I am. How to break the pattern of feeling kitch and cranky all the time. Arey bhai sahab. Okay. It's also tough when you have hormones playing havoc on you. Okay, that's one thing. You have your hormones on one side, and then there's this moon doing its thunder with this waxing and waning phase. So right now you're in the waning phase of the moon, and a lot of people are very sensitive to the moon's changes. So if you're feeling extremely cranky on a full moon day or a new moon day, then you need to have a salt bath. And if you're kitch and cranky all the time, I suggest bark flower therapy for you, Ayushi. Okay? Or it could just be your hormones. Just blame it on your hormones. It's fine. What do I blame it on? Hormones. PMS. Like the whole month, if you're kitch, then you have perpetual PMS. It's PPMS. Perpetual PMS. Thankfully, we women can rely on that, PMS has always got our back. If you're just generally a kitch person, you can just say, I'm always PMSing. Okay, Ruchi says, okay, ma'am, but he is into corporate field and will raise problems. So buying product only without changing name will not help. See, every modality, every product, everything that you do has its own efficacy. Okay? Everything has its own efficacy. From getting a reading done to getting a healing done, or a numerology, or meditation, or just listening to healing frequencies on my YouTube channel. Everything has its own efficacy. So do what you can and don't do what you can't. Okay? Just do whatever you can. But you can change it on social media, and you don't need to change it in your official documents. I know a lot of people who just sign off with their new spelling name at the bottom of their emails. They change it in the first and last name in their emails, and they change it on social media. They don't really change it in any document. And it's fine. I know like people who have sent out a mail. This is my new email ID. I am now this spelling. Like, you don't need to do all that. Just do it very subtly. No one will even notice. We think people notice our spelling. They notice it much later. Don't change your email address. Change the first and last name. Okay. If we notice patterns in relationships and people take us for granted, how do you deal with it? People take you for granted because you allow them to take you for granted. People only take you to be a doormat because you actually create an opening and a space which says, आओ, चलो मेरे ऊपर, मैं doormat हूँ. So that's, you're not saying it verbally, but your energy, like how I spoke about gratitude, are they feeling it? So the vibe they're getting from you is, please, come, sit on my head, take me for granted. आओ, देखो, मेरे सर पे लिखा है doormat. So that's what we're radiating, and that's why people take you for granted. When you put a stop to it, when you put boundaries, people will stop. But you might be a people pleaser, you might be a number 4, or you might just be a halwa by nature. And that's something that you have to learn, is how to assert yourself without being rude, without being like removing your talwar and saying, boundaries. Like, we don't need to do all that. Sometimes you just need to learn to say no. And sometimes you just need to practice saying no. And just smile. And the other person will smile. Notice, okay? Try this out, guys. Just try this. Just say no. And smile. And then they will also smile. And they'll think you're kidding. But just say no. And smile. And say it about 4-5 times, because when you say it like this, it takes some time for it to kick in. Okay? And then they'll get that you're saying no. In a very, very sweet way. No. I think I learned that from Zubin, my younger one. You ask him something, he'll be like, no. So sometimes our kids teach us how to say no. How to deal with a time when all the kachra comes to the surface. That's because You wait for it to layer one on top of the other. Okay? All the kachra, all the negative emotions, you tolerate, give. You keep dealing with it and not. And you know, this is something that I realized recently. I have this amazing coping mechanism. When something's going wrong in my life, I thought it was like my superpower. I move my attention to what's working and start focusing on that. Okay, that's like my coping strategy, you know, or my survival strategy. I don't know what you want to call it. So that's how I function. And I thought that I was doing brilliant. Till my acupuncturist said, hello, you are just keeping all that inside. You think you're coping, but you're not coping. It's all kind of going inside you, and that's what's causing your body to be ill. So you have to solve the problem. So when I have an issue with someone, I communicate. When I have a problem, I say, I need to check it off my list. I can't just change my attention and say, oh, this is screwed up, I'm not going to focus on it, and leave that open-ended problem. Face it head on. Like a bull, face it head on, solve it, crack it. Then you will feel the level of joy, completion, and you know, you won't have stuff coming up because it's like you're vacuuming your carpet every day. Dealing with stuff on a day-to-day basis is important because otherwise you're going to make it pile up. All right. Okay, I don't know what's happening on TikTok because I'm seeing some gift boxes and I'm seeing someone sending something to TikTok universe, and then there's some Clash of Clans. Like, TikTok is just really new to me. One point I'm going to go live on TikTok and figure out this platform. Okay, it's just really new, but it's amazing. I don't know why India banned it. It's really amazing. Okay, so okay guys, how to let go of someone? It's so difficult. You let go when you're ready to let go. Okay, you won't let go till you're ready. Simple as that. Right now, and this is something someone told me many years ago. The pain of being with that person and letting go is probably balanced 50-50. And that's why you're having all this pain. So just wait it out. One day, okay, and this is a very dear friend who told me this. Very dear friend. One day that scale is going to tip. The pain of being with that person is probably going to be more, or the pain of losing them will be more. You know, one of those things will tip, and that's when you'll make your decision to let go. And you got to ask yourself, what am I getting? Like, do I really want to let go of this person? If you really don't want to let go, don't let go. If you have no choice, then let go, because you've got to let go. It's only wise for you to let go. So I don't know what your situation is, but if letting go is something that doesn't make you happy, please don't let go. But if you have no choice, if that person's let you go and you're sitting like one halwa thinking, now I need to let go, it's so difficult, you've got to let go because you don't have another choice. You've just got to focus on yourself and focus on things that you love doing and fill yourself up, fill up the cup. Okay? A lot of times we forget to fill the cup. We forget to honor ourselves. What makes you happy? Is there a hobby that you've been wanting to do? I tell everyone, this ultimate agenda in life, किसी को भी नहीं पता, सब लोग भाग रहे हैं. Everyone's running some crazy, God-forsaken rat race. I don't know where this rat race started. Everyone's just running, okay? And then you get there, ask me, okay, I'm going through midlife crisis. Ask me, at one point, you'll reach one point in your life and you'll be like, okay, I got what I wanted. I reached here. Okay, done. Now, and then it just messes with your brain. I wish I could say other words on, but I'll just get banned or something. It just messes with your brain because you're like, what now? You have to look at life as this very big time pass till you die. Long time pass till you die. Okay, guys, remember this. This is Satya Vachan. I'm telling you the truth. Life, the purpose of life is this really, really long period of time pass till you die. What are you doing? Like your kids are sitting and playing house, doctor, doctor. We're all doing that. We're all playing this doctor game, house game, and career, promotion. This is just all till one day you'll kick the bucket and you're gone. And then you'll be like, what was I chasing? Okay, we don't get to take our body as well. And I know everyone's like, oh, I know all this. Hame ye sab pata hai. But then you're ruining yourself and you're killing yourself to get to some point to achieve what? And at one point you're going to be like, mera dimag kharab tha. Why did I ruin my health to get to this point? And now I don't know what to do with it. Like, now what? So the motto of all of this is to follow your joy, to have fun while you live. Don't kill yourself in order to win the rat race, because life is this really long time pass, okay? So if you're having fun doing what you're doing, check. You're on the right track. But if you're miserable doing what you're doing, you're not even enjoying your time pass, isn't it? How pointless is this time pass then? Don't chase a point. Follow your happy each day. Something you taught us. Yes, Ayushi, I'm so glad you remember. This really long time pass you have, okay? How are you going to spend it? Tell me. And at the end of okay, let's say you're 45 years old. You've got everything you wanted. You're going to be bored to your bones. And you're going to say, I don't know what I did this for. Because all that wealth that you were chasing is not going to make you happy. I promise you. Okay? It's not going to make you happy. It'll just make you feel, okay, done. Check. And then you're like, oh my God, I missed the bus. Everyone's going to come back and tell me, Sheila, you were right. Ma'am, you were right. SMB, you were right. You'll miss the bus. And what is that bus? Fun, joy. So from today, okay, Satyavachan, from today, your motto and your mantra should be, does this make me happy? Does this make me happy? One question. If it makes you happy, knock yourself out. कुछ भी करो. Okay? It's a part of your life purpose. शीला ने बोला है. Okay? अगर मैंने गलत बोला ना, मैं अपना नाम बदल दूंगी. ठीक है? मैं अपना नाम बदलने को तैयार हूं. मैंने सबका नामकरण किया है. If I'm wrong, please change my name. I know this is such a घिसा-पिटा dialogue. Everyone says. If I'm wrong, I'll change my name. Why change name? What is that person going to get out of you changing your name? So bakwas. Okay, maybe you'll come to a numerologist and get a better name. Okay, so coming back to this whole thing, I don't know who asked me what question. I always deviate. With the hint of humor, Shaila says. I should have gone, I should have been a stand-up comedian. Right now, not following my life purpose. But I'm having fun, right? Is this making me happy? Am I feeling joy in this moment? Yes, so I'm doing it. Guys, that's what it's all about. If it makes you happy, knock yourself out. It's worth it. If it makes you miserable, search for that happy. And if you don't know what that happy is, think. You're worth that much at least, no? You can think. Put some time into that. कितना हम वक्त spend करते हैं thinking about other people, thinking about the weather, thinking about crypto, thinking about prime minister, वो क्या गलत कर रहा है. अपने आप के बारे में सोचो. Does that make you happy? Focus on your happy. Don't reach 45 and 50, go through midlife crisis and say, oh my God, there was that Mataji on Instagram who said, ये बहुत लंबा time pass है भाई. ये सब time pass ही है. Instagram time pass है, business time pass है, relationships time pass है, सब long extended time pass. उसके बाद you're going to come at one point, I don't know at what age this is going to hit you, but you're just going to think, oh God, what is the purpose of life? Okay, this is called midlife crisis, guys. I have tried it all. I've colored my hair blue, purple, got myself a tattoo. Why do people do all this? Midlife crisis, okay? So whether you like it or not, you're going to go through it. And the faster you reach your goal, the sooner it's going to hit you. I'm not kidding. Crypto is taking us to losses only. Crypto का पूछो मत अभी. Crypto winter चल रहा है. Crypto winter. So, see, I have a nice bottle now. Very nice bottle. See, Norwegian water. But इसमें water अलग है. वो पी लिया हमने. Okay, guys, since you don't have any more life questions, I'm gonna go. Okay, don't forget about new moon. Don't forget to take care of yourself. Don't forget to focus on your energy. Don't forget to honor yourself. Don't forget to manifest. Don't forget to have joy in your life. Don't forget to stay happy. And it doesn't matter what makes you happy. It could be bhel puri that makes you happy. It could be a TV series that makes you happy. It could be kombucha that makes you happy. Whatever makes you happy. By the way, one of my midlife crisis things that I've started, my new project is making kombucha. And I'm going to show people on Instagram my kombucha there. Okay, that table is a mess, so I'm going to not show it. Okay? Lots of kombucha. It's good for gut health. So if you want to learn how to make kombucha, I'm going to have a special session where I'm going to teach everyone how to make kombucha and how to actually Janki will do that. I'm not going to teach you that. I can teach about kombucha, but gut health, she's the expert. She has changed our life. She has changed our life because she has introduced a new way of eating. And I'm not kidding. 95% of the serotonin that your body releases is from your gut, not your brain. So if you're feeling low, improve your gut health. And for that, you can ask Janki how to improve your gut health and she will help you. Yes, Sonia, I'll be happy to teach you how to make kombucha. It's so easy, so easy. Like I've been making kombucha like a maniac. First, you try the kombucha that I make. If you like it, then you start making it, okay? Okay, guys. Thank you very much for joining this live stream and keep pouring in those live questions. Once I have enough of them, I will go live. Let's do that. Okay. So let's have enough number of live questions for you guys and then I'll go live again. Because if I don't have life wale questions and spiritual journey, life purpose, you know, the live video I did today is exactly what I do. I don't do anything anymore. Like I don't read cards and all. I make kombucha and I'm a life coach and a spiritual coach. So I'll tell you stuff about your life, and for all the other stuff that you have, like, you know, your problems and your story and everything, my team is there, right? They still feel really kicked about solving problems. I'm just here for gyan. And that gyan is that life is one long time pass. That is my Satyavachan for today. Aaj ka satsang pura hua. Okay guys, bye. Love you all. And please send me those life wale questions. Janki says such a lovely energy. The energy just pumps up when you go live. Thank you for doing this. Yeah, I actually went to Shian's school and we had iftar party there. And since I woke Kajal and like I had to dress up a little bit. When I came back home, I said, I'll go live. Because kaun itna mehnat karega? Aise kajal pehno. See, if I don't wear kajal, no, everyone will think I've cried or I'm ill or I'm looking very depressed. That's not true. I had a healer once tell me, your chakras are very, very low. Okay, I'm not kidding. This is true. Not one of my healers. मैं उनको एक देती बमजी के ऊपर. A healer actually told me, looking very low, your chakras are very weak. I said, hold on. Hold that thought. I went to the bathroom, wore kajal, came back. Your chakras are doing better. I said, Maybelline ke kajal ka asar hai. I'm looking fine. And even when I did television, I always got that comment, you know, because you can't wear kajal and go for your shoot. Then, you know, you have to remove it. then it kind of bleeds on your makeup and all that lafda. So I would go without kajal, and they used to see me with kajal all the time. So my God, you're not well. So anytime I need to look not well, I don't wear kajal because I look like I have fever or I've cried or I've not slept. Good hack, no? Life hack. If you want to look low and you don't want to deal with people, हाँ, आज मेरा मूड बहुत खराब है. आज किसी ने मुझे रुलाया. So if I don't wear kajal, I look really bimar. So okay, so that's why I went live, guys. I know it's all time pass, right? There's no meaning to life. I wish I could tell you that I felt so motivated to go live and I wanted to like spread consciousness and this and that, but really I went live because I was wearing kajal. I like motivating people all the time, kajal or no kajal. But then I looked really ill and then everyone will be like, oh, Sheila Bajaj looks so low and I'm also feeling very low. And that's not something, right? Like it doesn't match the energy of what I want to create here. Okay, bye guys. Bye. See you guys on TikTok. People are going to unfollow me on TikTok because they say, ye aurat pagal hai. So please don't unfollow me on TikTok. I'm just starting. Be nice. Share this video if you can. I don't know how TikTok works. Be nice to me. Follow. Be yourself. Honor yourself. And life is a big time pass. Bye guys.